But the process itself that was deeply paradoxical. It seems like it needed two totally conflicting forces to even happen, right?
The paradox is fascinating. It's this marriage between the military-industrial complex and the counterculture. So on one side, you have the massive, decisive role of military funding. You know, agencies like DARPA, projects like ARPANET, they were essential. They funded the early electronics industry and built that initial backbone for scientific cooperation, all under the Department of Defense.
The huge top-down structure. And it completely opposite to that. You have the grassroots, the culture of freedom of individual innovation that grew out of the 60s campuses, often explicitly rejecting all that military and corporate hierarchy.
And you needed both. You absolutely needed both. ARPANET was supposed to be for military and scientific work, but the scientists on it immediately started using it for their own personal emails and research. They just co-opted it. That tension kind of became official in 1983 when ARPANET actually split. Milnet became the strictly military side and ARPANET was left for the civilian scientists.
But the really human element, the grassroots part, came from things like the modem for PCs. I mean, we forget how important these little inventions were. Two students in Chicago, Christensen and Suze, they invented the modem in 1978. And it was just because they wanted to send programs to each other without having to drive across Chicago in the winter.
It's an incredibly relatable motivation, isn't it? And driving world-changing tech. And their next decision was just as important. They developed the Protocol X modem, and then they diffused the technology for free. Their whole purpose was to spread communication as widely as possible, to let people outside of the elite universities connect. That single act was really the seed of the whole open-source ethos.
So you've got military necessity creating the highway and this bottom-up, almost libertarian counterculture creating the cars for everyone to drive on it. It's a tension that's still there today, really.
And it all led to the eventual privatization of the whole thing. ARPANET was shut down in 1990, and the last piece of government operation, the NSF-Net, closed in April 1995. That was the moment the internet was fully handed over to private commercial interests,